What is up, guys? Chris here, Bear Market Mining. Thanks once again for stopping by. So today we are going to talk about everyone's favorite topic at the moment, Kaspa. So Kaspa has been doing huge stuff over the last few months, huge numbers in hash rates, huge amounts of profit. You know, we've seen KRC-20, we've seen price drops on all of the miners. So today we're going to just wrap all of that up and have a look at how everything is affecting Kaspa Mining. Maybe find out if Kaspa Mining is still profitable on various older pieces of hardware, and pretty much just get an eyeball of where we are landscape wise now with regards to Kaspa and moving into the future. Let's get straight into it. Let me introduce you to Pionex.us, the first US regulated exchange that now lists Kaspa, allowing US residents to trade Kaspa with fiat. Available in 47 states, Pionex offers trading pairs for CAS USDT and CAS USD, so buying and trading Kaspa has never been easier. One of the best parts, Pionex offers 10 times lower trading fees than most other exchanges. So whether you're a new trader or a pro, you can also take advantage of their trading bot feature to maximize your profits automatically. But wait, it gets better. Pionex.us is offering an exclusive incentive for new traders. Register today and start trading Kaspa for a chance to win 100,000 Kaspa. That's right, 100,000 CAS just for signing up and trading. So what are you waiting for? Click the referral link in the description below to get started on Pionex.us today. Trade smarter, save on fees, and grab your shot at a huge Kaspa prize pool. Don't miss out. So first up, let's talk about the KRC-20 Kaspa event. So this is a big moment for the Kaspa blockchain. They rolled out their first ever token standard. So basically Kaspa's version of Ethereum's ERC20 token. So it was a huge success. There was over 13 million, I think, transactions in the first 24 hours. Someone fact check me on that down in the comments. Let's make sure we get that right. It was just really showing off, you know, Kaspa's scalability. So while that was great, there were a few little hiccups along the way, like delays in the minting and transfers, a bit of Kaspa going missing here or there, but you know, you get that with a big rollout like this. But on top of that, miners, we got a huge boost in rewards. Basically, the flood of transactions meant there was way more fees and block rewards, and those fees and block rewards went straight to us miners, making the profitability and payouts much better for that period and continuing on. So not only did this event boost activity, but it also made mining more profitable than it previously was. So a really good event for Kaspa. So KRC20 was a huge event, and I would call it a success, and I know a lot of people are as well. So this has been really good for miners, like we said previously, with regards to the yield, you know, how much Kaspa we're actually getting per day. But there has also been a recent very welcomed drop in the hash rate throughout this period. So let's have a look at how that has impacted our mining rewards as well. Jumping on over here, having a look at Kaspa's weekly hash rate. So it just over a week since it was the 15th, we were sitting on about pretty much what we're sitting on now, 1.05 equihash. But a few days after the KRC20 event, we also noticed this nice little 100 petahash or so drop off, and even more, closer to 150 there, which really gave us miners a nice little boost for a few days. So this hash rate has, you know, picked back up since, as we knew it was. But if we zoom out to the monthly, this is one thing I wanted to talk about as well. We can see, you know, 853 petahash up to 1.05. So it's about a 200 petahash climb in the last month. But if we go to the last 2 months, so where are we? We're about the 23rd right here. So the 200 petahash, oh yeah, about 200 petahash to get back to the top. So 877 there. Now we go back another month, you know, we're 529, so a 350 petahash increase from there, and probably about the same again as we get down further. So I am noticing that this hash rate is starting to slow down. So maybe some food for thought. It will obviously continue to go higher, but how much higher is the question. We will discuss that a little bit later, but the important stuff. Let's see how this has actually affected mining profitability, because that's what we all actually care about, right? So it did take a screenshot just prior to the event taken in. So we can see right on this top line here, we were getting about 177 Kaspa, about 31 US dollars, and then bang, day one was 130, 78, then obviously died down from there. So 43, 43 again. This day cycle was only a third of the way finished or so, so we'll ignore that one. But we can see here, directly a month ago, we were getting about 266 Kaspa, down to 200. It was slowly dropping and dropping and dropping, as it does, until bang, KRC-20 hits, and we're up at 758. Now this has stayed reasonably high, right? So 260, 280, 260, and this is even with the hash rate coming back up. So as far as I'm to understand, this means that people are still minting. So let's have a look at, the coins minted and how much left, there still is to mint, because I think this event could last for quite some time, this increase in hash rate, decrease in hash rate and increase in yields, from KR20 itself. So if we look on over here on cas.fyi, we can see a list of already 100% minted coins. So we can see, the big ones, Nacho up top, Kaspa, Kaspai, Pepe. Pepe's got a hand in everything. Anytime there's a new meme coin to come out, Pepe is like, yep, let me get a piece of that. So we can see, quite a bit. All the popular ones, right, have been minted so far. And we see the same moving on for 5 or 6 pages, keeps on going. But here's where we start. We're at page 10 of 32, right? And all of a sudden, there starts to be a lot of stuff that isn't even half minted, a quarter minted, So my point is, there's a lot of minting to still do. So hopefully, we can keep seeing this increase of activity and increased. I'm not sure if the block rewards are still increased, but there are added transaction fees for all of this, which has a flow on effect, as we all know. So that's been pretty nicely reflected in my payouts. Let me know if you guys have noticed this. I have seen a few other people talk about, older machines, which is what we want to get to next, and just see how they performed over the last week or so. As we can see, still a ton of profitability across the board, with those increased rewards from KRC20, and maybe still feeling a little bit of the effect of that reduced hash rate. Although, like I said, that is, coming into play. So pretty much everything still at this point, apart from your much, much older hardware, is still profitable. KSO Ultra is still going strong, but even some of these other ones, like, the KS2s, I saw people were turning them on. They had a pretty nice little pump for a few days at least, where you could turn them on. Now we can see that this profit is going back down again. Kaspa has had a bit of a nosedive price-wise today, so I presume that is affecting the outcome, but still a really, really good range of Kaspa miners. And this is with, this huge amount of hash rate. So we're still sitting here at, 1.1 almost equihash, and miners are still profitable. Still profitable, and the price reduction on a lot of these things has been absolutely unbelievable. So let's have a look at some of those prices, right? You're getting a KS5L for 2 grand. So even at 1.1 equihash, what's this KS5L making? Where are we? Back over here. Making $6.20 a day after electricity still. So not too bad. What does that work out to, at current hash rate? So we said 1999 divided by $6.20. It's an 11-month ROI, 10.5-month ROI still on these Kaspa miners with the increase in hash rate. And this isn't taking into account any price appreciation, anything like that. So these are still, I would say at these prices are a pretty reasonable buy. So I do not think it's too late if you wanted to get into stuff like this. But remember, always do your own research with stuff like that. I can be a little bit spend happy at time with some of these things. So do what works out financially best for you. But, still looking pretty nice. And I think pretty much everything has been deployed that is supposed to be deployed in this window. We haven't seen any newer IceRiver, or Bitmain units that are going to come out and just absolutely tank the market. So if this hash rate can keep leveling out like it is at the moment, You know, we haven't moved in the last week. That's a pretty good start. We knew that this hash rate had to slow down at some point, and I'm hoping that this is the point we're at right now. So a really nice uptick in profitability over the last week or so. My farm at 32 terahash is sitting at about an extra third, about a 33% more profitable since. Now over that 7-day period, it's still much more profitable than that because of that first, you know, big couple of days. But you know, it might be worth looking at your older hardware. If you've got a couple of those older miners that you might want to turn on, could be worth a look and seeing if they can be profitable, even just for a few days, to get them turned back on. And if you're looking at getting new stuff, you know, some of those prices on IceRiver are super cheap. Definitely some food for thought. But let me know what you guys think. How long do you think this is going to last? Do we have another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks till it's all minted? Or do you think this will be something that just keeps on going with KRC20? You know, more tokens get minted, more people want to adopt them, more people spending money, more transactions. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.